Alright, I'm going to do just one or two simple videos right now that I feel are just absolutely important and absolutely easy to absorb and understand for anybody that has been viewing the channel for a while, or anybody that's pretty familiar with current events and this connection with Batman as it represents Gotham City, which then represents New York City. Gotham and New York City are interchangeable. They're one and the same. So you can Google that information if you like. There's something that's being told to you with all of these coded tragedies. Whether these tragedies are actually real or not, the codes themselves are very real. And what the tragedies in a sense do is they raise the fear, the anguish, the suffering vibration, which puts out more energy at one time. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to create this energy, this negative energy, so that they can harness it, and then they believe they can transmute it and turn it back into the positive direction that they want it to go. We'll talk about that maybe later in one or two more videos a day or two from now. But at this point, the main focus is where the destruction is going to be that all these codes are about. And as I said, it's going to be New York City. Well, there's a lot of reasons why it's New York City. One, that it's the Big Apple. It's a symbolic representation of the fall of man from Eden till now. Number two, it represents commercial Babylon. And number three, it represents the way that they have confused and corrupted man and gained control over him through the route of materialism, through blinding the left eye, right brain perception of mankind and only causing him to dwell from the right brain, left perception, material of mankind. That's really what New York represents. It represents that materialism. In short, it represents the warning that Jesus Christ had basically given us, and he said that the broad way is the path that leadeth to destruction. Incredible. You have to keep in mind that Jesus is seeing into eternity at all times. He is fully aware of the future events that we are now in, and as we can easily see, it's all pointing to this destruction of New York City. So you can now begin to see the far-reaching sight of the divinity of Jesus Christ, as in recording these words, he is warning all of those that have eyes to see that this great destruction that is going to come upon us is at the place of the broad way. And if you can think about New York City, New York, New York, there's double in the name. Revelation chapter 18 verse 6 says, give unto her double. We know that this is where already the first cup, 9/11, is taking place with the symbolic material two towers, the world trade centers, world material trade, the merchants of Revelation, the kings of the earth, the merchant kings of the earth of Revelation chapter 18. So now within New York City, we see the complete and total fulfillment of this place known as Broadway. And then the expounding cry from Broadway is, I did it my way. They did it their way. And that's exactly what they're saying. They didn't do it God's way. They did what thou wilt. That is the occultic message that they're sending in this song. And then the broad way is exactly as Jesus Christ has predicted, revealed within the parable of his word, that this is where the destruction would take place, that is going to be symbolic with this Revelation chapter 13, verse 13, fire that comes from the sky. Now, as you're thinking about Revelation chapter 13, verse 13, double, once again, it's a double verse, you have to think about the verse 13 that you're now looking at and wonder, is that really coincidence? Because if you're a firm believer in Jesus Christ, and you can recognize his warning that says, broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. Well, we know that this destruction is leading itself directly to New York City. Thank you, Jesus. All praise, all glory is due to Jesus Christ. I'll be back.